All right, today we're cracking open a corporate puzzle that sounds, well, pretty much impossible.
I mean, seriously, how do you pull off a $900 million deal with zero cash? It sounds like something out of a movie, right? But believe it or not, the answer is actually way simpler and honestly kind of brilliant when you break it down.
So let's dive in. We're going to dissect this deal without dollars, this, cashless mega deal.
Okay, so here's the setup. Imagine this. You've got Company A, and they owe Company B a huge amount of money. We're talking $900 million. But instead of cutting a check, Company A just hands over a piece of paper. It's an arbitration award, basically a legal IOU from someone else. The question is, can that really work? Can a piece of paper actually settle a debt that massive?
So how is this even possible? Well, it all hinges on one really crucial idea. That award, it's not just a piece of paper. It's property. That legal ruling is a real, tangible asset.
And the whole thing is built on this legal concept called a chosen action. Now that sounds super technical, right? But just think of it like a legally supercharged IOU. It's your official right to go and collect a debt, and the law says that right, well, it's a form of personal property, just like your car or stocks or anything else you own. And when you lay it out, the logic is, it's just so simple, it's powerful. Check this out. Step 1, we know a chosen action is property. Step 2, an arbitration award is a perfect example of a chosen action. So you do the math. Step 3, that arbitration award is property. Boom. It's totally airtight. And hey, this isn't just some obscure legal theory. You know who else agrees? The IRS. Yeah, that IRS. They put these awards in the exact same bucket as things like accounts receivable, claims, and other legal judgments. For them, it's just another asset on the books.
So let's just let that sink in for a second. We're not talking about some abstract idea here. We're talking about a real piece of property with a massive $900 million price tag. It has serious economic weight.
Okay, so we've established the award is property. Great. But how do you actually trade it? What are the rules? Let's get into the mechanics of how this whole exchange works under the law.
The whole thing basically operates under the rules of barter. And the IRS definition is super simple. It's what happens when you swap property or services for other property or services, no cash. That's it. It's literally the oldest kind of business deal in the world, just, scaled up a bit.
And our deal, it fits that definition like a glove. You've got Company A giving the $900 million award, that's the property, and on the other side, you have Company B giving promotional and business services. It's a straight-up clean swap, property for services.
Now here comes the real kicker. This is the part that makes these giant deals even possible. The law doesn't actually care if the trade is fair in terms of value. Seriously, as long as both companies willingly agree to swap things that have some kind of legal value, the deal is good to go. A court isn't going to come in and say, hey, were those services really worth $900 million? Nope, that's for the companies to decide.
So you're probably thinking, okay, this has got to be some kind of clever loophole, right? But nope, not at all. This is a fully regulated, above-board transaction. Let's look at how you make it all official with the IRS.
And look, this is all completely by the book. The IRS has a checklist for this stuff. It's on Form 1099-B. Let's go down the list. Did they exchange property? Yep, the award. Were services exchanged? Check. Was there any cash involved? Nope. Is the fair market value known? Absolutely. $900 million. You see, every single box gets a check mark.
So the bottom line here is crystal clear. This is not some shady, under-the-table deal. Assigning that award is a formal, reportable, taxable event. It goes straight to the IRS. It's all out in the open. And you know what? This kind of thing isn't some weird, exotic strategy that only happens once in a blue moon. Big companies do this stuff all the time. It's way more common than you might think.
I mean, major corporations are constantly trading assets just like this. They're swapping things like litigation claims, rights to future payments, accounts receivable, you name it. This isn't some newfangled idea. It's a tried and true financial tool that lets companies manage their books without having to burn through their cash.
And here's something really interesting about the award itself. It's not just as good as a typical asset like a receivable. You could argue it's actually better. Why? Because it's already been vetted by the legal system. It's been judged, it's final, it's binding. That makes it a rock-solid, super defensible asset to have on your balance sheet.
So when you boil it all down, what's the big takeaway? It's this.
A final, uncontested legal award isn't just a claim on a piece of paper. It's a powerful financial asset, ready to be traded just like you'd trade cash or stocks or anything else.
And that leaves us with a really fascinating thought to chew on. If a legal judgment can be turned into a form of currency, what other assets are out there, just hiding in plain sight? What other overlooked things could be the future of how we trade? Something to think about. We'll catch you on the next one.